What's up, YouTube? I'm back. Look who I'm with. Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Asher.
It's my son, Asher. And he's off today for...
I got a YouTube channel.
You have your own YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Well, we're going to go look at some...
My YouTube channel is called Mine Rangers. You should check it out.
Check it out. Mine Rangers?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Take a look at that. We're going to go to some pawn shops today, maybe some thrift stores, and we're going to try to find some garage sales. We'll take you with us. Let's go. All right, we're outside of this pawn shop. Asher, what do you expect to find in there?
Some Minecraft stuff.
Minecraft stuff. All right, we'll keep an eye out for it. Let's see if we find it. Nothing. To the next one. Let's go. All right, we found an estate sale. It is right here, over there somewhere. Yep. We're gonna go in, check it out, see what we can find. Let's go, Ash.
I saw 71 flowers.
Did we find anything in there, bud?
No, just flowers.
Just flowers. Yeah, some stuff in there that was pretty cool. A bit
They
overpriced.
had a sword.
They did have a sword, but it was $175. So
It was real.
it was real. It was a real sword.
We didn't buy it.
We did not. We didn't buy anything, did we?
No.
No. What
it
did?
was all stinky.
It was all stinky stuff.
Yeah, but I wish we could buy the beaded flag.
The beaded flag. Yeah, there was a flag made out of beads. Yeah. Just not enough meat on the bone, and so let's just move on. Next one. Let's go eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat. All right, so we ate at this place called Calico County, and we ate breakfast at lunch. So
I had some Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. What'd you eat?
Bacon.
Bacon. What else?
Pancakes.
Pancakes. Was it good? Are you full?
I ate jelly.
You ate jelly?
Yes.
What did I eat?
Not the YouTuber jelly. Not him.
No. Oh, there's a YouTuber named Jelly?
Yeah.
You didn't eat that guy?
No.
No? What did I eat?
Poop.
That's false.
Ew.
Maybe I did. Maybe I did. No, I ate eggs, sausage, hash browns, pancake, and coffee. But now we're good to go, right?
And a lot of other stuff.
Oh, like cinnamon rolls?
And Dad,
What's that?
don't do a flashback this time.
Ooh, flashback!
Oh, God.
Oh, we're still here. We're still here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now we're outside of another thrift store. I don't know. You can. There it is. Thrift City 2. And yeah, so far we've been empty-handed. So yeah, we're gonna go in here and maybe try to get something. What you got? What you got there?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. All right, let's go in here and see if we can find some cool stuff to find a new home for, right? Ready to do it?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
No!
What are we talking about?
Snails.
Who eats them?
French people.
Yeah, so we did really well inside that store. What do you think, Asher?
We found 100 things.
We found 100 things. So there's the front seat full. Got some stuff in the back.
Yay, my toys.
And we got some toys. So, yeah, we're actually going to go eat some lunch now. Second time to eat today.
Hot Wheels car.
Ooh, Hot Wheels. All right, so we're going to go meet some friends for the second meal of the day. And, yeah, then when we're done, he's going to play what?
Fortnite with Dante.
Oh, he doesn't. It's boring. Oh, boring. What are you going to play?
Fortnite.
What?
Fortnite!
Yeah, and I'm going to, I guess, show you a little recap, a haul video of what we found. All right, see you then. All right, so the first half of our day was a bust. We didn't find anything. We just had a lot of good food. But the very last place we stopped at, we did really well, and we spent a total of $59 at that place. And I'll show you all those items, a lot of bigger items that we bought. And then This is actually a 2-day video. So that was yesterday. Today we stopped at 2 garage sales and an estate sale. And we spent a total of $25 today. So I'll show you those things as well. Let's go. Let's get started. So I'll start with the smaller items. This is from the thrift store. I bought a VCR DVD combo, and this was the remote they thought that came with it, but it wasn't. So I guess I looked it up and it sells for about $10, and essentially I got it for free. So I'll just list it for $10 and move on. I'm the type of guy that if I find one of those type of VCRs, I'm going to buy the remote, and I know there are people out there just like me, they're looking for them, so I'll put it out there so someone can complete their set. Next up is and this is more for myself. It's like a phone holder. It's got a suction cup on the bottom, suction cup on top, and I kind of wanted just to use it in my truck. My wife, actually, she does her own videos, and she put it on the mirror for hers, and she liked it, and so I ended up ordering another one. I paid $250 for mine. We had to pay $8 for hers, but yeah, a little small deal for myself. Very useful item. Next is this vintage Scotch magnetic tape. 150 is a reel, and I believe there are songs already on it. Yeah, I think it's Olivia Newton-John. There's some other artists on here. I haven't tried to play it yet, but just these alone on there on eBay are listed for $15, $20, $25. People are looking for these things right now, and I mean, I might listen to it, but ultimately I'm probably gonna sell it. So I paid $1.50 for it. This is probably the find from that thrift store, which was, we had a really good day from there. But this is kind of a generic wireless camera kit, and it's complete, brand new. It has, I believe, this right here, and this camera, and yeah, these two items over here. But I scanned it, and it's going for about $80 to $90 on eBay right now, brand new. So yeah, I paid $2 for it, so that's pretty good. We might open it up and just check it out, see how it works, and then list it. But yeah, I was super surprised. I took it up, it wasn't priced. I said $2. I was good to go. These next items were ones my son found, and he just wanted us to get, but they're cool nonetheless. This is it's a letter opener. It's from the AWSCPA/ASWA Atlanta 1984. I think there's women's certified accountants, public accountants, something like that. Yeah, I believe the handle looks like a pewter, but yeah, vintage letter openers do pretty well. And he's 5. He's never used one, and so we got it just so we could use it. We paid $1 for it. Probably not going to get much out of it, but he thought it was cool, and sure, we'll take a chance on it. And the next one, he found this slim clip. It's a money clip, brand new in package. We paid 25 cents for it. Should get around $15 for it, probably. So yeah, those were his 2 finds. And if you watch my other video, you know that I broke a vintage mug, and I was not happy about it. And here lately, I've been kind of going mug crazy, and I shouldn't be, because they're the problem. They're what is breaking each other. So I'll show you these mugs real quick, and then we'll go on to some more stuff. But I think these mugs were 50 cents a piece. This one is a vintage Sands from Las Vegas Hotel. And this is a New York Stock Exchange. and I think this one's like 15, this one's like 20, but vintage coffee mugs. And I will wrap them, I will take care of them, I promise. I won't have to make another video about them breaking, and if they do, I won't even tell you about it. I'll just hide the fact that it happened. And then next, I got 3 of these. They are Otagiri, handcrafted. I think they're pedestal mugs, or what you would drink like an Irish coffee out of. They're mid-century modern, and yeah, they originally were a set of 4, and man, I looked all around that thrift store, and I couldn't find the 4th one, and so I got these for $1 a piece. I mean, I expect these to go with shipping and everything for at least $20. So, yeah, $1 a piece, $3 total for 20. We'll see. I didn't break it, I promise. I broke it. Next up, and I know this is a big bag. I'm not going to open it up and assemble it, but it's an aluminum table. And I'll try to put a picture right now that you can see. Yeah, we do a lot of shooting at the range and fishing, and we always need a table to set our things on, and this was perfect. We'll probably use this for ourselves, but we paid $15 for this table, and I believe brand new, it was probably $100 and something, and you can probably buy one now for about $80 or $90. So, yeah, cool table, very useful for me. But there's some meat on the bone should we choose to sell it. I have to get up for these next 3 items because they're huge. This is a Sony CFS W350 boombox dual cassette player. I paid $9.25 for it, and I mean, I've seen prices all over the place from like, you know, the speakers do come apart, and I do have the plug, power plug, and the wires do connect here. The speakers do connect, and I think the only thing I saw wrong with it was like a scuff here, but it may wipe off. We'll see. It might. But yeah, I've seen it go anywhere from like $40 to $80. So the fact that it comes apart, I can fit it in a lot of different boxes to make shipping easier, and it should be more protected that way. Because right now it's like a long item, and I could compact it all and make it to a square. And we get Blue Apron, and so I think this would fit perfectly in a Blue Apron box. And I bet shipping will be $20-something, hopefully, maybe a little more, but around $20-25 to ship. So in at $9.25, if I sell it for, say, $50 or $60, it'll be a good deal. All right, so here's one of the DVD VCR combos that I bought. This is a Samsung DVD V4600. I paid $10 for it. Sold comps. I mean, I've got the remote, and I've got some wires here to hook it up. They're around. It goes for around $70. So 10 into 70. Very good deal. Usually when I pick these up, I get them at garage sales for about $5, but I mean, this one was in really good shape, and I've tested them today and did the DVD and the VHS both work. So yeah, $10 isn't that big a deal. I don't think I'd want to pay more than that to resell it, because shipping on these are pretty heavy. And the other one, I thought I had the remote. Unfortunately, I don't. But these prices were anywhere between $60 and $80. That's without the remote. So if I had it, it'd be a lot better. But again, tested it, works well. This is a Sony SLV D251P. Really cool player. Alright, yeah, so that's it for that thrift store. And then next up, like I said, we went to 2 garage sales and an estate sale. We went to the estate sale first, followed by the 2 garage sales. And yeah, I'll show you those. So I went to the estate sale, and the prices were still high. I'm guessing this was the last day of it, but that I was assuming the prices were still what they were. They didn't tell me otherwise. So I grabbed some items that I thought were cool and took them up to the front and asked them what the prices were, and they were significantly cheaper because they told me shirts were $8 on the sign, and when I got there they told me shirts were $2, I believe. So I think I spent $8 at this estate sale, and I got this Abercrombie & Fitch wool full zip sweater. This is around $40 item. It's a men's size large, so pretty cool. $2. Next is this Nautica. It's red, long sleeve. It's got a denim collar. It's also a large, I believe. Yes, large. Yeah, I'm not really sure how much to list this for, but I think I'll put it, 25 bucks on it. And pretty cool item for $2. Oh. Next is this Philips portable CD player. The model number is EXP2461. It's not that desirable of a model, but again, she had a pile of CD players, so I just decided to buy them both. They were $2 a piece. I think this one will go for 15 to 20, and I think this one is the more valuable one. I think it goes for like 30 to 40, and yeah, really good. I think this was probably the best find from that sale. Oh. And since I bought both of those players, she threw in a portable CD player fanny pack. You just kind of slide your CD player into the fanny pack and go on. Oh man. Alright. So that was one. I'm going to show you the next garage sale item because I only found one item at that garage sale, so I'll get that out of the way, and then I'll show you what I thought was a really good garage sale. So this was that last garage sale I went to. It is a men's Wrangler Pro Gear size 2XLT shooting shirt. This is Real Tree branded camo. Yep. So I paid $2 for it, and I believe this is around $35 shirt. Yeah. So especially the size. The size is a good size. I mean, a lot of the bigger sizes are doing better for me right now. So $2 into that. That's pretty good. All right. So this garage sale was very good. They had just put it up today. The people that were running it, they were the daughters of this, I guess, guy that had just gone around to garage sales. He was a fisherman, and his wife was there actually, and they were just clearing stuff out of their attic, stuff that had just been sitting around, and then it started getting very windy. So then their prices went down like immediately. Like they were just trying to get rid of anything and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'll show you the boring stuff first, just so we get that out of the way. But I don't know why I was looking at their games, and they just had a lot of board games, and so I just took all of it. But there was this little barrel of just random assorted dice, and yeah, there's a lot of times where I buy board games and stuff that don't have the dice with it, and I figured, what the heck, I will use them. But I think at this garage sale I paid $15. So again, all this for $15. Next up were these two cassette cases for like music cassettes, and I've said in previous videos that people use these to put their like Sega Genesis cartridges in, and I was gonna get some to test it because I do have older games, and I just wanted to see how they fit. But yeah, so I put some old Sega Genesis games in there. These are not from the garage sale, so don't think I did that well. But yeah, so they fit pretty well. This is the hard case, and then this is a zipper case. Again, these aren't that exciting, but for me, I'm just using them as storage. So yeah, a cheap alternative to buying the actual factory ones that are out there. Alright, so next, got this. It's a bootleg Tommy hat. I'm going to clean it, try to put some red back in there, darken that blue. But this is like gold, spell out. The brand is H-Cap. So they're a 90s, there's a lot of 90s bootleg hats that are H-Cap. So, and they're not that bad. I mean, it looks pretty real. So, it just needs to be cleaned up. It's really dirty, but I'm gonna get it wet, Head and Shoulders, scrub scrub this all up, and then again, like I said, I'll take some color and fill that in, make it darker. I'll see what happens. If not, again, I'll just toss it because the other stuff I got was really worth it. But not this item. This item right here is not really worth it. I picked this up hoping that they had the rest of it. This is a Gameboy Advance SP bag. There's nothing in it. Again, I was hanging on to it hoping that they would say, oh, here's the Game Boy, but they never did. But I think this is like $12, $13. But again, I have a lot of older games, and who knows, maybe one day I'll own a Game Boy Advance and have the case for it. Still going mug crazy, and I shouldn't, but this is a vintage Dallas Cowboys mug. It's got a gold trim. It's a made in China mug, but what's not made in China these days, right? Might keep it, might sell it. I'm a huge Cowboys fan, so I could see myself keeping this. But yeah, if I do sell it, it'll probably be around 15 to 20 bucks. So. Next is this 1961 Monopoly. Again, it's not really that unique. I think there's quite a few listings on eBay for these, so this is probably about a $20 item. But I just think these vintage games are so cool, and it's complete. So, picked it up. And she had another one. This one's the Golf Edition. So, what happened was my phone was in my truck. My kids were watching YouTube videos, and so I didn't have it to do some research, but just old Monopoly games, I just assumed to give it a shot, especially since I was paying next to nothing at this garage sale for things. Again, I spent 15 bucks total. But yeah, this is also complete, and yeah, I think this one's also 15 to 20 bucks. But here's the cool stuff right here. So this is original inbox, head-to-head electronic basketball game. Coleco. Really cool. I don't remember the comps on it, but I think it's at least 20 to 25, I believe. So I just think these old, man, you find this stuff in the boxes, it's so cool. So cool. The next one, the top is missing, but it's in box. Mattel Electronic Football 2. I just turned it on, and gee, I mean, it's still in the bubble wrap. But it still works. So, I don't know. The lady was looking at it, and I guess her brother, she told me a story about how her brother played quarterback in high school, and they used to fight over this thing all the time. But, anyways, where's the sound? There we go. There we go. Alright. So, I think this one actually is around 30 to 40 bucks with the box. And it's from 1978. So, stuff that lasts like that, that's so crazy that someone took care of it that well. I'm trying to see where this one, what's the date on this one? This was 1979. So, man, so cool. Next, if you go to a lot of thrift stores, you see Dominos all the time. So you've probably looked at every single one of them. This is Cardinal brand. It's pretty popular back in the 60s and 70s. These are genuine rock marble Dominos. Number 500. But these are very valuable. I mean, I think these go anywhere from like $40 to $50 to $60 easily, and they're just old Dominos. But you gotta see what they're made of. A lot of people like or more desirable ones are the bigger ones, but any marble ones are good. The plastic ones don't do that well, unless I mean, I don't know. The ones that I sell really well are this rock marble. So I was pretty excited to find them. When I picked them up, the lady goes, "Are those Dominos?" at her own garage sale. And I was like, yeah. So I think she was going to try to gouge me, but she didn't. So yeah, pretty good find there. And the last thing I found there, the older lady that was her house. I picked this item up and brought it into the garage where they had other things, and she stopped me and asked me if I knew what it was, and I said, "Yes, ma'am. I've actually had to use one of these before." And she said, "Well, do you know how much those cost?" And I said, "Well, I knew how much they cost, but I said, oh, well, the one that I had I borrowed, so I don't know exactly how much they cost." She said, "Well, that was $200 originally." And I was like, well, geez, what is she gonna ask for it? And she told me a story about how other people come up, and they had a lot of fishing and camping gear, and a lot of people come up asking her how much for your drink cooler, and she had to tell them it's not. So I guess for me to have it, she's probably thinking this guy probably thinks it's a drink cooler. But I had knee surgery 2 years, less than 2 years ago, and I had to use one of these, and I did price them, and they are very expensive. But it's a Donjoy Iceman Classic. I believe it's model number 1100. But what you do is, after your surgery, you put ice in here and water, and it pumps the cold water through this thing, which is connected to this pad, and that is usually ace bandaged around your knee, and it's just cooling your knee while it's compressed, and or icing it. So she had two pads, the power cord for it, and yeah. So I've looked at comps on eBay, and they're about 50 bucks for it, and I've got two of the pads in here, and most of the other ones listed only have one, but I imagine 50 bucks is what I'll get out of it, and I paid her 10 bucks for it. So I probably could have gone lower, but I mean, those Dominos and those old electronic games were pretty sweet. So I think like I said, I paid $15 there. 10 of it was this, and I mean, I'll make my money back like dozens of times over in just those other three things. So and I'll make it back on this too. But yeah, overall I think it's a pretty good couple of days. It started out real slow, ended pretty strong, and yeah. So if you like haul videos, subscribe. If you like this video, give me a like. If you know anything about these items or you're going to talk about them, comment below. And yeah, we'll see you next time.